The Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did to Sarah as he had promised. What would it be like to have God come over for a visit? When God shows up, he brings gifts. He brings a child. And all is joy in Abraham and Sarah's household. There's a celebration, there's a party, there's a feast that takes place, all because God came to visit. But as you look at this story a little further in Genesis chapter 21, you see that what brought joy to one part of the family brought pain to the rest of the family. We read here that Hagar ends up having to leave. Abram, although he didn't want to, he comes and he packs up some bread and gives her some water and sends her and her son away. Can you imagine in that moment? God comes to visit, he brings a gift, everybody's celebrating, and yet you feel like you are an outcast. In this case, she literally was cast out. And she heads out into the wilderness. I can't even imagine what that must have felt like. It would feel like you were rejected not only by your family, by your husband, but also it must have felt like she was rejected by God as well. As we continue to read the story, we find that she runs out of water. And she gets to the point where she's about to give up all hope. She lays her son down under a bush, and she goes and she weeps. And there in the midst of her sorrow and her mourning and her weeping, we find an amazing story. Because while she felt that God had rejected her, that she was cast off by God as well, God had not left her. In fact, he was seeking after her all the way. And when she comes to this moment where she's ready to give up all hope, God comes and provides not only water for her, but something even more important. He provides hope for her and her son. He provides the promise that she and her son will also become a great nation, that they won't be left isolated and alone and cut off, that God will bless them as well. And through them, there will become a great nation also. So if today you have felt cut off, alone, isolated, maybe you felt like God is distant and he's there for others but not for you, I want you to take this story and I want it to give you hope. God is telling us here that no matter what our circumstances are, no matter how isolated or alone we feel, he never leaves us or forsakes us. He is still seeking after us to pour out his blessings upon us. I hope that gives you hope today.